Perfect. Hello, everybody on YouTube. People who still follow me, or maybe new followers. It's been a few months since I uploaded a new video here, and my last video was just kind of my transitioning of my YouTube channel of what I currently want to do, which is just kind of be an outlet for anybody who just wants to come along the ride or the drive, my journey, or maybe if you can relate to my journey. And I'm all for it. I'm always open for conversation, always open for any comments down below your struggle or what you're going through to do to better yourself and to interact with other human beings and to interact within yourself as well. Now I'm transitioning to my topic now on how I kind of disassociated myself from riding motorcycles. I used to, for a long time, I told my wife or my friends how badly I want to ride again, how much I want to hop back on the two-wheel journey and ride and do all that, a motovlog or whatever it was, working on motorcycles. I wanted to do that all bad. I even wanted to get into cars at one point. It's just I had this drive of wanting to go back and wrench on a motor vehicle or just go on two wheels again. I can't tell you how many times I looked and was so tempted to rent a motorcycle again to ride. Not from going away from the things that I love, but like I mentioned, it's like more so because I put my loved ones in front of me first, of their worries or their struggles of me riding or being on two wheels. How I got myself out of that, how I stopped riding. My love for motorcycles will always remain, as I mentioned in my last video. I always loved riding. I loved the concept of riding. It's the feeling of being independent and being very nomadic and just you, the road, and your bike. It's like your trusty steed, right? Maybe you can relate to this too, or maybe I can shed some light for the people out there who want to go back into riding but know that it's not the right move to go back. My personal experience was I put my loved ones first. I had to put myself in their shoes to kind of understand of why they worry every time I got on the two wheels. How my parents always prayed for me, or they're always constantly worrying as they wonder if I'm okay or not. And at that point, the turning point was when I got into my first accident. Again, it wasn't like traumatic. It was more, I got to switch up my responsibilities and figure out what I can do in my life where I don't have my family and my friends worry about me. They have more clarity and more calmness throughout their day, knowing that I'm safe, right? Because at the end of the day, you might not think it, you might not know it, there's people out there that care about you. Whether you believe you're alone in this world, there are people who care about you. Transitioning, I found new outlets, right? I found old outlets and new outlets. My new outlet now is working out. I've fallen in love with working out and molding my body to the shape that I want it to be. I think it's a very fascinating thing what the human body can do and how much your body changes physically when you put yourself through physical pain or struggle, especially when you're lifting weights or doing anything of that sort of training to molding your body to what you want it to be. And working out has become a new outlet for me. It was actually an old outlet. I've worked out many times before, but post-accident, right after my accident, the videos that you see on my Instagram now isn't what I used to be then. It was just more casual working out. Post my accident, when I tried going back to the gym, I can tell you this much, my journey was I couldn't even lift the bar. I started off with a 45-pound bar. I couldn't even bench press, I couldn't even deadlift, I couldn't even lift it up. I started off with just the low free weights, just repetitive, pushing the same weight over and over. And I remember, I can recall that significant moment when I was in Nevada, when I went to the gym. I hit 95 pounds. I bench pressed 95 pounds. I hit it and I was like, oh, dang, like I hit 95 pounds. I was so proud of myself. I remember very clearly I was at my friend's house and I told him, I was like, hey, I finally hit my PR. Since my accident, I hit 95 pounds. And friends being friends, like, they smirk, they laugh. It's not that much of a weight, but it was an accomplishment to me. And that's when I realized I was always constantly pushing myself to bring it to my body where I want it to be, or where it used to be. It was never there at that point because of my accident, because of what traumatic experiences and physical pain that my body went through during my motorcycle accident. And being a guy, I was like rushing things, impatient. I wanted to get my weight back to where it used to be. I wanted to lift where I used to want to be, and I wanted my physical body for what it used to be so bad during this fitness journey that I put myself through. And it was very rewarding, because I can tell you now, through all the videos that you see, once I post on my Instagram, it's the biggest achievement that I've done with my body as of right now. It's been very rewarding. It's been very calming. I believe fitness has put me in like a calm sense, in a calm state of mind, for me to self-reflect every time I sit at a bench, or every time I prepare to lift weights. It's just it's became an outlet for me. Going back to it, I even picked up my old hobbies again, like b-boying, right? And I can tell you, I remember the first time. I will probably post it somewhere here in later on the video, but I attempted to do windmills again.
Flashback.
Alright, it's been a year and a half. I've done windmills since my accident. I'll try windmill today, guys. See how this goes. First try, Saturday, not Friday. Whoa. Okay. Stop. And oh my goodness, my body just cannot contort and do the same things that I was able to do pre-accident. And boy, was that frustrating, because I don't really post a lot of my b-boying or slash breakdancing videos. I don't really show that stuff off that much, but it was like saddening to me, because I would watch constant old videos of me used to be able to do these certain moves, certain freezes, certain power moves, and now I'm not being able to do it. It was frustrating, but now that I'm settled down, I've moved to a different state, and I live with my wife now. I've ran into, while actually in the fitness journey, I was at a gym. I ran into another b-boy that I was watching him do some moves, and I came up to him and I was like, hey man, that's some cool moves. I used to b-boy. I'm trying to get back into it. And he told me about this new place called the District up in Nevada, and everyone's been open arms, very welcoming, and just very open to teaching me to get back my old moves and all that stuff. And now I'm just back to the lab again at that point, just reviewing old footage, reviewing different ways to contort my body or move my body, and to be able to hold my body up. Because also, funny thing is, now that I'm working out, my body has completely transformed. I've been really at it 2 years. I've put my mind to my body, and I told myself, hey, I want to go work out now. I want to lift weights. I want to gain muscle. I want my body to look different. I want it to be desirable to me when I look in the mirror. Many days I wake up, I feel myself a lot. And not trying to say that in a cocky way, but trying to say that in more because I feel good about myself type of way. Working out 2 times a day sometimes, I constantly push myself. I've noticed how much my body has changed physically and my mental state. I see moves a different way. I see putting your body through a physical act or physical pain, or you're trying to contort your body in a different way. It's like I am more mature about it. I think about it more, the movement instead of the move itself. I think about the different sections of it, of how I can get my body to move that certain way to get it to how I want it to present itself, especially because you know your body yourself. Being able to kind of understand your body more. When I go to the gym and lift weights and understand my strength and my physical aspects and how my body moves, I'm able to kind of craft more into when I portray myself in the dance scene, in the b-boying scene. And that has something that's also brought me to more of a mental maturity state. Instead of just doing the move, I'm able to kind of understand it and see how I can move my body how I want it to achieve that move that I want. And that's the point that I want to get at, being able to find new and old hobbies at the same time, disassociating myself with a hobby that I used to love, but maybe it's not in my best interest to get back. And again, it's never a way to discourage other riders to stop riding, to stop doing what you do. Riding is beautiful, keep doing it, but do it safely. It's just, for me, my personal experience, that I choose not to do it because I want to bring more clarity and more peace to my wife, my family, and friends when I stop riding, because there's a million other things I can do. Personally, for me, my wife has said the best. There's a million other things I can do, other hobbies I can do. It just, riding doesn't have to be part of that one. And she's right. I have a little bit more safe hobby. Any hobby's dangerous. It's just there's some battles that I rather pick and choose to have a longer life expectancy. This video is more trying to bring clarity of, hey, riding's great. Riding's a good thing. There's nothing wrong with riding. Do it safe. Do it within your own means. Ride within your own skills. Like I said before, I love riding. There's nothing that I hate against riding except the fact that the people that do make it their whole lives, I guess. You tell me how you feel. I want to see it in the comment section. Post it down below of maybe different hobbies or different ways that you do your life that might benefit you. Alright, I parked here. This video is just more so different things and different ways that I've found and different outlets that I've found, finding new and old hobbies to kind of put in place of motorcycling. That concludes my video here. Stay tuned. I have a vlog, a little mini gym vlog that's coming right after this. Again, thank you for the old and new subscribers for staying on this. I'm doing this YouTube thing kind of sparingly. Maybe one day have it full time, hopefully, cross my fingers. But I'm gonna get a podcast going to it's gonna be a podcast uploaded once a month about life stuff, and stay tuned for that, because that's gonna be some exciting stuff. I was brainstorming it with a buddy of mine on the type of videos and the type of podcast it's going to be. It's gonna be definitely for the people, for you to tune in. But yeah, stay on the line here. Comment down below if you have any hobbies or anything that kind of helps you understand yourself more, maybe spiritually and mentally and physically too as well. I think it's super important to have a hobby in a way that doesn't have to be fitness, but something physical, right? Maybe it's pickleball, golfing, maybe long walks on the beach is a great hobby too. Anything that kind of involves you walking or getting active I believe is a great hobby for mental clarity as well. Thank you again for being part of the journey with me. It's Coffee Breaks here, and peace out. Appreciate you. Later.